Okay, get up on the roof here at Aaron and June Strong's house at 122 Terry Street in Indian Harbor Beach. Made a lot of notes up on the roof for you guys. I had a chance to talk to Aaron this morning. I'm really glad I had a chance to meet him. I told him that I was going to do a video, and that way the both of you can sit down and watch the video, and you really get to see and hear everything that I find as I find it. So I think it's going to be a lot of help. I have a few reminder arrows here, so let me talk about this real quick. The first one is about the drip edge. We're going to replace your drip edge with your new shingle roof. Like Aaron and I were talking about, I really think this house would absolutely pop, especially with the Tiffany blue paint, is if this went back to white, and then we had the white drip edge, and then we had what's called, I think it was either weatherwood or driftwood for the shingle. You would have like this perfect Key Westy, tropical, it's going to look amazing. White, driftwood or weatherwood. I think you'll do really well. We're going to replace this. I think this could survive with a paint job. That's these two arrows. Oh, so this one here is to talk about, you know, I would give your roof super high marks for as old as it is. It's in really good shape. It's just that we've lost all the granules on the shingles. If you had gutters, the gutters would be like literally full with granules. The granules, in every sense of the word, are the sunblock for your house. Once you lose the granules, all the protective chemicals in the asphalt shingles leach out, and the shingles become extraordinarily brittle, like literally like saltine crackers, wet saltine crackers almost. So that's what happens when the shingles get old, and then they start just breaking off. Forget about hurricane season, anything even like a tropical storm, these guys are gonna start falling off, and they're already fraying like denim. You can see all the shiny edges there. Still, very high marks for the age of the roof. Obviously you have a leak issue here. I didn't notice only until I was on the ladder when I was shooting the video that you have another depression right by this vent here. So we're gonna take a look at that as well too. This area alone is far is within our realm of replacing it, not charging you extra. I talked to Aaron about that. It's like 100 square feet that's included in your roof. And then we're pretty sure that you're not using this old-timey gas vent, so that's gonna look way better if we get that off. We'll double check, make sure the range isn't gas, make sure the hot water heater is not gas. If you're all electric, that thing's coming off. We're gonna replace all the bathroom vents. We're gonna reboot the power mast. A little bit of a depression here. I just wanted to point out, we'll check that out. Got a few patch shingles here. We're gonna talk about the flat roof in a second. Okay, so I measured the flat roof 16 feet this way. The flat roof in every sense it's about to here. It's up underneath of the shingles. And then it's 25 feet that way. I just talked to the owner to get verification, and it is in fact true. This flat roof is actually in relatively good shape. I'm gonna price it both ways. I'm gonna price it with a complete new flat roof, or if you wanna, you know, get another 5 years or so out of that, I confirmed with the owner, Jason, that it's perfectly okay. We can shingle up to it, and it's perfectly reasonable within the next 5 years to gently lift up the starter row of shingles and get the new flat roof material on there. If it was metal, we would do a flashing underneath the new metal roof, and that way we can come back. But the point is, we're gonna price it with, we're gonna price it out, and it's completely up to you. Okay? Oh, by the way, 16 and 25 equals 400 square feet. Another way of saying 400 is 4 square, which is like an old-timey roofing term. And then when you add the adequate waste ratio, you come up with 4.5 square. Okay? Real quick, this is for June's benefit. Aaron already heard most of it. We're like 99% sure you're gonna go with shingle. As a company, we only use CertainTeed Landmark shingles. It's the best, heaviest shingle out there. All the other guys on the side of the packages, they've removed the specs. Only CertainTeed proudly displays the weight of the shingle. Everyone else, they don't want you to know how much lighter their shingles have gotten and thinner. So CertainTeed's really proud of the fact that all the data is right there on the shingles. Forgive my metal example, but it's really not the top layer that's so important, it's all the layers that's underneath. And again, if I use the word plywood, I really mean plank board specifically for you. Imagine this with me. We're gonna remove all the shingles, get down to the bare plank board roof. We're gonna inspect every inch of this roof. We've already talked about this area here, right? We're gonna replace that wood. Probably not charge you extra because that's definitely not even 100 square feet right there, okay? Building codes. One of the new building codes says place a new nail in your bare plywood roof every 6 inches. We go every 4 to 5 inches, so we're gonna double, triple the number of nails holding your wood to your trusses, your roof to your trusses. And then we're gonna install what's called waterproof barrier. Every inch of this roof is gonna be covered in waterproof barrier. Once this stuff touches wood, you cannot get it off. It is an impenetrable barrier. Let's just say the neighbor's fence ends up on top of your roof in a hurricane. Even with a brand new roof, if it damages the shingles, that waterproof barrier is not gonna let water inside the house, okay? And then we're gonna put your 30-year shingle on top of that. So that's pretty much the whole thing in a nutshell, and I really look forward to talking with Aaron and June sitting down in the future. Thanks.